Yeah, good morning, people. Good morning, Daffy. Good morning, the world. As I talked about before, quickly, it's the bet compass, and I like the way you've introduced it. You introduced it in a way that really makes sense. There are people who keep betting, who keep putting money in these games, and they've done it for several times. They've done it for several years, and they do not win. Why don't they win? Because they are doing it the wrong way. So we need to let them know, say there's a right way to do them and there's a wrong way to do them. It's business. We take this thing as business, not just, you need to, the way you handle your business, like the way you need to handle your betting game as well. For instance, the way you do your capital, you need to get capital ready. And at the same time, this kind of business gets its own rules and regulation. You get the way you would play this kind of game. You do not play this game with money you do not want to lose. Very important. Money you know, say, okay, if this money go, I go wreck. No, you don't put that kind of money in this game. As sure as it be.
In other words, don't play sports betting with your house rent.
Exactly. Not play sports betting with your house rent.
Not do life savings.
Those days for school, you get one room where we did for command secondary school those days. With the roll dice. Once we wrote, one day somebody used his school fees. Take roll dice. You roll dice, school fees go. Eventually, they take palm inside the school fees. They give her like how much that time? Maybe like 1,000 naira, 10 naira. I can't remember. So that kind of thing, don't do it. But and at the same time, game fixing, I know a lot of people are swindled. They tell you say, "Come, no, there's nothing sure." I tell people I lose, but I win a lot. I always go back to check my account. I check my betting account. I check how much I've invested, how much I've so far I've always on top. So that is the rule. And don't put so much. You don't put so much on the ticket. Accumulative games where you just pack everything. Put no. Yesterday night. I still want some tickets, just single tickets. Put small money, put 1,000, win 50K. Small ticket, one single ticket, live matches. So there are ways, as we continue this game, as we continue this bet compass, we'll be exposing these things to you. Now, first of all, to start the show, quickly, I like to give the shortest game. The shortest game today is not in the EPL. And that's one mistake most of us make. When they think, say, now the EPL, now you get, maybe a lot of people like to put their money in popular games. Like, no, you want to make money or you want to do fun. You want to do fun, you want to do popular league. You want to win money. I support FC Barcelona, but guy, the day when I know say Barcelona not going to play well, I already put my money against Barcelona, which doesn't really happen often. But that is how it is. That's the game. So, go to Japan League. Straight up. Are you with me, Edafi?
I did with you. I did listen. I did take notes.
Go to Japan League. The Japan League, so far, this period has been very, 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 very easy to chop. As in those when they chop, they don't be chop for there. Quietly, they clean out.
Okay, so tell us how we take shop something for there.
Okay, for Japan League, Kobe. That thing when our guy go play for Iniesta.
Yeah.
Kobe will be playing FC Tokyo. Vissel Kobe. Those guys, what is short pass for that game? Those guys, they be the Atalanta of last season. You know, Atalanta last season, I think it's only 4 games
over 2.5 all the time.
Okay, under 2.5. So this match, the shortest thing when we happen for there, now over 2.5. Anyway, you see that thing, it's a Kobe, just go put 2.5. Short banker. I see the auto. Another team there for there too. Shimizu Esports versus Kashima Atlas. That one too, is short that. Anyway, you see Shimizu, just go place it, they go lose. So automatically, just carry Kashima Atlas to win, straight up. So, we'll start from there. That's 2 games now. 2 games there.
Okay.
Kasima Atlas to win.
So you're saying that Kobe's game is over 2.5, and
Over
then
2.5.
Kashima Atlas to win over Chizu, right?
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're going to put a bet, that's one that Kingsley is beating his chest to say you can win with. There's this thing that my wife always say: the money does not have to come from England, as long as it's the right thing you did to get your money. Like, when she's trying to like explain to people that sometimes when you don't get a white collar job, you can get a roadside shop, you can start selling small things just to grow and avoid she's like forming some counseling to some people so that you avoid the embarrassment of going to beg food or carry your children to go and ask people for help. So you can take your pots, cook small pot of soup and start selling. People will come and eat if you go to construction site. So I think that's exactly what Kingsley is saying with this, that look, it doesn't necessarily have to be EPA, because some people, if they're not bet for EPA, like say they get sickness, like they hurry to lose their money to bet companies. Kingsley, now don't take us to Japan. Kingsley, which other league again you want to take us to as you the directors, because now you be the pilot of this ship, and the compass will follow you as you go. So take us to somewhere else.
Okay, yeah. I want you know say food where sweet. The guy go dey do one, the guy go dey serve them small.
Yeah,
Make the guy will do it today. Today,
okay.
we could just do it. I want to tell them more about Japan League.
Okay.
More about Japan League. Because, even though now those two games now they will see for Japan League today, you get another thing when BC. I want to be the know. I want to be the know. So anytime when Cerezo Osaka they play,
Yeah.
now 1.5.
Okay.
Yes, and Kawasaki. You get another thing they call Kawasaki. Japan League game.
How about this people do Okada?
Yeah, Kawasaki. If like say this Kawasaki, like all this thing for Japan, if like say the bookmakers never really get their eye on it, because a lot of people never go there. You get big odds.
Based on the fact that that ticket no to carry them, that's why nobody don't put eye for them.
Nobody don't put eye. So as they come now, make them maximize them. Make them quickly rush them. Urawa Diamonds.
Okay.
Those guys, Urawa Diamonds. I mean, yeah, I think that's the name. Those guys, they do 1.5. Cerezo Osaka, 1.5. Kawasaki, straight win. When you see Kawasaki, just go put straight win for now. Okay. When you see Kawasaki, put straight win. No dollar. No dollar. Then, are we going to have people calling so we'll know which particular?
For this week, we can't get the callers. We can't get the callers in.
Okay, no problem. So that is it. Maximize this game.
But they can send their questions. They can actually send their questions on Twitter and Facebook and on the WhatsApp group, and they will try as much as possible to answer their questions as best as we can. Just as Matthias Jacob is saying, wow, it's good to hear your voice, and Ediale Kingsley, and Pedro Aristocrat saying, wow, listening live, interesting. Timothy Dembo say, sweet show, sponsors will soon enter. We'll pray for that. We'll pray that the sponsors come in. So let's keep it going. So you're explaining something in Japan. Need more explanation on that because money matter right now after this COVID. So everything is bringing good money now. The best thing.
Yeah, the thing is in Japan, if you can, like I said, thank God we suppose I like the flyers you did, where you did where you put what's it called, white, because we just be like doctors for them, and because we really need to doctor these things. We need to treat bad people as patients because there are a lot of sad stories in that field. There are a lot of sad stories.
Tell me, I don't hear tired.
Because I know you now. I know your family. I know your background. I know the way they push through. You are a responsible man to the core. I'm also a very responsible person to the core. There are people who see people play betting as they say, what these guys they do? What are they doing? How can this guy be? But why not? If you've invested so much in the game And Messi is earning so amount of millions, billions eventually, and they can calculate it for the month, for the year. Ronaldo picks these checks. All these guys are trillionaires by year, per annual. So why do you now want to, you that has been supporting the game, you that you watch the game, you that works in for you, this is also
just,
a
no,
way
just to clap, just to clap.
No, you come in and and when you come in, don't come in like a fool. Sorry to use the word, but don't come in like a fool. Come in as a wise man. Come make your money. Don't come and put 100 naira to win 40 million naira. If they put on, if everybody put 100 naira, they win 40 million naira. Why you think you say the show? You say these betting people don't come out. So there's a way to do it. If you want to put 100 naira, I'm not see the level where you use 100 naira to bet. That level, that level, 10,000 means a lot to you.
Yes.
So if 10,000 naira means something to you, 10,000 times 7, now how much, Daffy?
70,000. 70,000. 10,000 times 7.
Hello?
I hear you.
Yeah, 10,000 times 7. That's 70K. 70K. 70K, if you ask me, for somebody whose level is 100 naira for is that not much?
Big word with that. Big, massive that.
That is it. But I hope you can hear me though, because I can hear you. I can scarcely hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay, now let me just give them a code. Let me give them a ticket quickly, as they ought. I have a code here. If you know me, I take risk. And another thing for this kind of this stuff is that you should know the risk to take. And once in a while, you take risk. And when I'm giving people games, I give them games and I tell them the level of risk the game is. Now, this particular ticket is risky. But it's a ticket where if you put 1,000 naira, you can get 56,000 naira. Edafi, are we on?
Okay, yes. I need to know something. This code where you won't give, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this code where you won't give, so now which bet company they go fit use them? Because you know when it comes to code, not be every bet platform will fit use them. So I need to know so that our listeners and the people who go view them eventually for YouTube no go they confused. Say,
me, I want even break them down now. You know, even compulsory say I go give them. Yeah, no, make I not even give their codes now. Make I break them down for them.
Because na commercial, free commercial, this you want to do so.
Exactly. On one ticket, let's do this. Put your 1,000 naira and win 56,000 naira. That's a good deal. Now, there are. I'll come back to that. But first, I know so that they listen. They pick their barrel.
They listen.
First half, Liverpool versus Leeds United draw. First half, Liverpool versus Leeds United draw. Sounds.
Boy, that's risky. Like that's massively risky.
Sounds risky. 2.73 odds. I'll come back to that too. 2.73 odds. I'll come back to that. On that ticket, put on first half draw Liverpool. On that same ticket, put on first half draw West Ham Newcastle. That's another 2.16 odds. Then go again. Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Full-time draw. Put on full-time draw. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Full-time draw. Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Then you go to Granada. You go to Spain. Granada versus Atletico Bilbao. Granada versus Atletico Bilbao. You put Atletico Bilbao win or draw. Atletico Bilbao win or draw. You code that in a ticket. You win. You put 1,000 naira. You get 56,000 naira. Now, play this game. Game with risk like this. Play them online. Why?
Yeah.
Because by the time. Because there's also something called cash out. You want to make you are in for profit. There are some times I play games deliberately just to cash out. I don't wait till the end of the match.
Yeah.
Now, that is because there's this cash out option tool in some particular platform. You want to use it because by the time the first half, Liverpool don't win first half for draw, then eventually Crystal Palace games end in a draw. They offer you something to pick. So that is for that. And there's something about odds too. As we go on this show, you know, I talk so we'll be doctors, but they prescribe a lot of things. Don't always look at odds to play. The bookmakers, they know that you people look at odds to play. So they now use it to fumble, to twist.
Yeah, like yesterday, I think there was a game that somebody called me on, the DFB poker. Hertha Berlin playing against Entrance Brentford, something like that. Hertha Berlin was 1.98, and then the other team was 6.32. And the guy told me that should he put his money on Hertha Berlin, and I said no. He said no, if he put 10,000 naira for 6.32, say that one I sure lose. The game ended. The team on 6.32 won the game. I call him to say you put your 10K for that 6.32. Now you know how much you forget now. But you choose to listen to yourself and see where it leads you to. But next time I hope you will learn. You will learn from that. And I saw the many people bet with odds. Oh, odds small. It means that this thing will win. Another good example. Lens versus Paris Saint-Germain. I already know that Paris Saint-Germain was suffering from a lot of injuries, and somebody called me, should I put my money on Paris Saint-Germain? I said, no, don't put it on Paris Saint-Germain right now. What makes Paris Saint-Germain tick is that front line. They don't have those players right now. They will not win. Paris Saint-Germain lose the game 1-0. You can't call me back. To say I have to follow your advice. So, well, too late to cry when the head is off.
Yeah, it's too late because say that's why another thing. I know. Anyway, I'm coming up with a betting book. So eventually, but on this show, they're going to get those things when we help them. Because another thing is, we just said one. Don't bank on the odds alone. Look into the game. Another thing is news. There are major news of the game, team news where you need to listen to. For instance, we there was something about the first squad being quarantined first. The first team of of PSG, that part. So some of us already know, say PSG without that their first team players, they're not going to beat Lens when they hunger. So when they're hungry like that, so eventually it panned out like that. So that's very important. So let me open the second. Let's give them another game on the ticket.
Okay.
Now, that Liverpool versus Leeds.
Yes, sir.
Clearly, Liverpool is going to win.
I think so too.
Yeah, Liverpool is going to win. But it's not going to be easy the way people think it will be easy.
But Marcelo Bielsa, now they coach this team and he know how to play tough. He know how to play hardball against top teams.
Exactly. So, even though I'm not, we'll come back to this when I'm breaking it. But for now, I just want them to take Liverpool straight win. Liverpool's going to win straight win at the end of the day. Tough, but they're going to win straight win. On this ticket, just put Liverpool straight win. This new ticket. Then put Fulham Arsenal. Just go there, put over 1.5 easily for you first. Over 1.5 now 1.19. Chop the small odds like that first. The Liverpool own now 1.32. Adam, you don't make up something. Then in this particular ticket, put Crystal Palace to win. You get why?
Crystal Palace to win against Southampton, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Crystal Palace on this ticket, put it that Crystal Palace to win. On the former ticket, we placed draw. We place draw. So you have two tickets with different distance now. This is business now. We are not going to, this is business. Put your money, plan your investment this way. In this particular ticket, do it like this. Put Crystal Palace to win. Then the next game, put Atletico Bilbao to win. Now you have 2 tickets with 2 different destinies. 2 tickets with 2. I'm telling you.
I like the way you put it. 2 tickets with 2 different destinies.
And this particular 2 games too, I played it. The first one, I put 1,000 naira. I'm expecting 56,000. I'm going to be watching it. The second ticket, I put 3,000 naira. There's already cash out for value for me there. They say we can collect 2,000 naira. But I look at 2,000 naira now, I don't want to collect that. Because that's less money. But that 3,000, I'm supposed to win 42,000 naira. Now, Liverpool to win, Arsenal over 1.5, Crystal Palace to win, Atletico Bilbao to win. Why am I going to Atletico Bilbao? I want Atletico Bilbao. These are little things Atletico Bilbao to win because Atletico Bilbao did not do too much change in their first team.
Yeah.
They are going to rest on the fact that they know themselves, the consistency of the squad. Whereas Granada had a lot of people change, and they are going to be banking on their Solado. They're going to be still banking on Solado. And these days, we know Soldado, Abi, that's the name.
Soldado, yeah.
We know Soldado he is not as fantastic as he was. He's still not that guy you can put all your trust in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, today, for many reasons, the trust is on him for Granada. And there are a lot of new legs that are going to start the Granada match. And Atletico Bilbao have consistency going for them. For that reason, I'm giving them to win straight up. And it's 2.73, but I'm not even looking at the odds. I'm just looking at them to win. There's a place, as we progress in the show, you will know where to look at the odds. You will know where to play with the odds. You will know, but maybe another edition. But today, I want you to understand one particular thing. Do not look at the odds when you pick your games. So those 2 tickets for today.
Okay. Is there another ticket? Another ticket, because we still get a long time on. These people are waiting. They came prepared. Don't just give the only 2 tickets that you rest.
No, we have a lot of tickets. We have the tickets with the manufactured tickets. I just want hope to know whether they follow. If they get another where they want us.
Okay, so for those of you following the show, if you're in the WhatsApp group, drop your comment. Let us know if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter. Drop your comment, ask questions. You are free to ask questions, and then we will follow up on that one. It will help us to know what's in the happen, how they go. But I know say for the group, Omalu Abi say loud and clear here in Ijebo Ososa Babao Aheluna, the soccer doctors. Ibrahim Wale Kalejaye say loud and clear from Kaduna. The year, but now it's time for us to do questions. If you get a ticket there, if you know one more mention your name, just write. Say more no mention your name. Get a ticket there, put them there. Moku look into that game whether you get what you want us to talk about. So we will go straight on the gist and see how the things go there. Well, make I go check whether anything there for Twitter, anybody is raising questions or saying anything on Twitter.
While you are checking, I can quickly give them a code for. I can give them a code for 2 odds.
Before you give that code, okay. Somebody on Twitter, Irom at Leonard_Murray. They said listening, and this is an eye opener. Thanks for the tips. I'm sure it's talking about the direction to Japan and some of the things that you said. Well, now what we promise when I out there, say, look, we will be your compass. We'll try to guide you and do our research well, very deep, and direct you guys in the direction where to go. Not every time you go win, we'll make us talk up front. Caveat emptor as we talk. But with us, you go listen. If you know when shop meat, you go lick soup. You go your bar, you're not going to swallow her empty. Soup good day to take liquor. That's just to take swallow her. That's just for sure. And then some other days you go get meat. And some other days meat and fish good day. Some other days now you go get the full pot. Just the way it is. Oh yeah, Kingsley, what could push out the go? What could hear what you
Exactly.
talk?
Just to add to what you talk, because we care about them, because we're going to put our whole heart in this thing.
Yeah.
They are not going to win every day. There will be a day they lose, but the truth is, we are going to carry them on this show. Eventually, the aim, at the end of the month, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you want to check how much you lose and how much you gain. You just it's going to be our responsibility that you profit. It's going to be a profit venture for you. Just listen to us, because eventually, some people, I don't give. At times, I go on my Facebook, I sell games. I tell the people, why do I say you should register before you play? Because I want to know if you have money at times. Because not be because at times I tell them to pay 5K. Because if I give you game, the way I want me to play, if you go disrespect that ticket. Some people now, you give them games when just with 3 games, they will go add more games to run.
They will cause spoiler. Absolutely, I understand that.
So all those things. Anyway, let's quickly go. Let's even though we don't want to do this, we didn't want to carry brand name alone.
No, but for starters, you can do some so that we're doing it for the listeners, not just for the brand.
Okay, Bet Niger booking number Z9XF6MP. Z for zebra.
Okay.
9 the number when Suarez they wear.
Number 9.
X for Xmas.
Okay, as in Xavi.
Then F Fernando Torres. Okay. 6. Number 6. Who the wear number 6 for your team?
Koscielny back in the day.
The M for Mohamed Buhari.
Another.
No, we need to give our president. Then P, because see the next letter where follow ourselves now P for president. So MP. Z6.
I like that.
XF6MP. Short 2 odds, so it doesn't get 2 odds.
So that odds now, that Bet Niger, this is the way you just put there now. So if I put 10,000 naira, how much I'll get?
You get 10,000, you go win 20 plus.
Okay, if I put 1,000, I'll get how much? 2,000 plus.
2,000. Okay. Use and play next game.
Okay.
If you put 5K, you double to 10K.
Okay, so before you go on, let me add this. Let me add this for the listeners out there. Let me add a little bit to the gist. All right, naturally, when you want to bet, there are progressions to bet. There are those bets where they say you just want quick, like I want to put in 5,000 for something, and then maybe map it this way. Maybe you collect money from somebody. You can't tell the person, say, I'll give you next week. I'll give you back next week. And maybe now 50K you collect. When you can go do what you want to do, now 30K you spend to do one. Your money can remain, let's say, hypothetically now, your money remain 20K for your hand. You can't load your bet account with like 5K so that you still owe 15K to take press. You know, things not really smooth. Person waiting smooth, then they go borrow money. So you can't look and say, but this next week, we'll tell this person. So now 1 week I get to, I don't really get the money. I don't even know where the money will come from. In those kind of cases, no bet the whole 5K for one ticket. Because if you go, you don't go. So those kind of one, and now you need all this kind of short game where we say 1K, you go use a bet, you go turn 2K, and then 2K, you go turn 4K. Within that 1 week, so you know all those Japan. If you go Japan, if you go China, I notice say one thing where they happen always from the Dutch league. Now say over 2.5 and both teams to score. So you go study those league. You not depend on us alone, but we'll make sure so you grow that money, because when it comes to money, one thing I don't notice people we go always borrow money. We go always get need to ask for money. But what thing make people need to give some people money, but then they will give other people money? Now, integrity. If you don't get integrity, if you be the person who say if you borrow money from people, you need to pay back. Before you know, your story don't spread amongst your friends, because not only your friends if you ask for money. You understand?
That's true.
Not only your friends if
Yeah.
you ask for money. You don't fit say a random stranger go ask her for money. One go don't tell another one behind your back say, but now what? Because when the person don't invest, you know, so when person invest, anger be like alcohol. Alcohol they make person talk anyhow. Anger they also make person talk anyhow. Once you not feel control, I make Bible to say anger rests in the bosom of a fool. Not be me, I not call anybody fool, I just the talk. So once you don't they angry like this, you be like who they drunk. You need to feel the talk well, you need to coordinate again. So if you send that person, man, wow. See, can you imagine Elegbete? I borrow 50K. I borrow out of my goodwill. And that's how I will give her the money. Say, now my last money. But see, now 1 week don't pass. And he tell me, say 1 week time, give me the money. And when he tell me, I don't also calculate what I want to use my money to do. So I prepare myself. 1 week reach, I call and I didn't even pick a call. Why they behave like this? That person now call hold himself, say, ha. I say, what they do? But that guy, I need to ask me for money. I don't give him money. So that person now will still sit down for another place where you and friends will say, but now why you don't say Elegbete? I go to you collect Ediale money 50K. I mean, Ediale now all this stranded now, and they look for money now. No go see. And meanwhile, Elegbete to collect money last week. For your last week, give her this week. The time don't go reach. They call Elegbete now. Elegbete need to take a call. So your circle of friends already know say, hey, that's how Elegbete be. You know they pay back, but it go hard. Your integrity for when money day now, it don't spoil. Your friends go still be your friends, but inside them, inside one cupboard, inside their heart, they don't hide you. See. It's not enough, then they give her money, I beg. If you're asking for money, not give money, they pay back. So now that kind of feeling will make you try your best to want to pay back. And then if you call who, we know our situation then. If you call who, you need to avoid all those 40 games. You want to use 100 naira, 1 billion. If now your money, you agree pay person. If somebody use 100 naira, 1 billion for your bet company, you know, close down the bet company. You don't understand? So do a small, make it grow. Like one of the best bet advice I ever give anybody now. Sound like saying a company. So every day, make sure say you feel win 5K in total every day. At the end of the month, and 150K, you pay yourself salary. It's as simple as that. Yes, that's a very simple way. If you feel win 5K, you set a target, say my target for today winning at 5K, and it is very, very possible. So how you go break them down? You break them in such a way to say, because games they happen more in weekend than in weekdays, you go do multiplier effect. Use Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, take win the number of days when we say matches not the day, but you must make sure say it happen in 5K trenches, so that at the end of the month, you feel do your target. It's not like say you do a job. Once you don't reach 150,000 plus, you just pay yourself 150K. You continue again your journey like that. How you think, Kingsley?
You're spot on. Very, very. You see, now, what will they do this big for this particular show? It's basically financial education. Now, and living financially responsible. Because all those things, if you not get the right attitude to money, money not will come your way. Money they go with people when we say they respect them, they value them, and they know how to do them. Don't rate yourself as a typical gambler.
No, that one not good.
Just understand. That's why I do mostly just football, because it's what I know and it's what I can advise. And plus study, I have interest in it, so I put my interest in it and everything. So, just as you said, there are the ways you break your financial journeys, your financial habits, okay, and the different things for different projects. Okay, I want phone, I want to pay up my bill, I want to pay up this bill, this important bill, I want to pay up NEPA bill, I want to do data, there are different levels of these things. For instance, there are people who have too much money. There are people who are using 1 million naira to bet.
Yeah,
those kind of people now.
I know people like that.
Yeah. Those kind of people, they can lose. Before you use 1 million naira bet.
That person will get like 50 million.
50 million. When 1 million come out, you will not go no. Say 1 million come out.
Okay, Kingsley, before you go, Pedro Aristocrat, he said this show is just for today. Can we have a ticket that can cover Sunday and probably Monday? Good job you guys are doing. Oliver Twist, we now have Oliver Twist. So Kingsley, you will look into that, even if we'll not do one today, because one thing I know about betting, they say it take time to research. More not just go give you any match unless Kingsley already research for Sunday and Monday. Kingsley, got any ticket for Sunday at least?
Yeah, I also, before I answer, you also get one message here. Okay, no problem. Now,
If I read the message,
the show too.
Okay.
No, the person just want to ask, because I talked about the bet. The bet says, sir, can you give us the name of your website? I say, don't worry, with time, we'll put all those out. But now, this is it. You did there?
Yes, I did.
Tottenham, yeah, Tottenham versus. You see, I didn't prepare a ticket for 2 days.
For 2 days.
Yet, but it's what I do too, and I understand that guy's point of view. At times, you want to spread the game on the tickets, pick the best from different tickets. I understand that. We'll come to that definitely. I know Arsenal is playing Everton. And that particular match, it's one of the matches I expect us to break. We'll get to that section. I don't know how many minutes we have now, but I think we still have.
We have about 15 to 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, when we get there, we'll break that. For now, I just have two odds tickets. If
what are they?
Want, I can give them 5 2 odds tickets.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's hear those ones.
Yeah. Then another one is Z9.
Okay.
XD.
Z9. SD.
Yes.
Is it S for Sokoto or X for Javi?
X for the Xmas, for the Zavi.
For Javi, okay.
Then D for
Delta.
DPU. Delta. P for pastor, president.
Okay.
S for this S Nana for Samuel.
Okay.
Then T for Timothy.
Correct. I tell no church people.
Yeah. and the good thing, what I do with these leagues, the way we go get these games, these are short games where we say, because it gets a kind of league where bet like that and all these other bet bookmakers, they don't say they feel say will not go good there. But we would study there, we know there, we don't say some even women. Like there's a Kodik Q, I don't know how they pronounce it. Some name very, very funny. Alba Kodik Q. For that one, Kodik Q will win. Then there's this Kero and Oulu to win. Then there's Gornik and Lexina. Funny names on these two odd tickets I'm giving you. But the most important thing is the money therein. Am I carried? Am I going?
Yeah, you're carried.
Okay, now we go to the next one. The next ticket. Maybe I just throw one more ticket.
But before you go with that ticket, El Eloquente. He said, I deal with my pen and book, jotting things down here from Oshodi, Lagos. Then, what did they call her? Tunji say, I beg you, long ticket day. I say, when you say long ticket, you know, all those people, they play from my 1 to my 12. I beg long ticket day. We cover from today, Saturday to Monday. Bros, we'll not get long ticket, but maybe from next week, we'll go try that one. Pedro Aristocrat say, my book don't full yellow in the laugh. So they joke at each other. Timothy then must say, I want Ediale to talk about the part of goal scorers or the corner kicks odds for the games. Thanks. This man, Pedro say, Ediale Nashifo, I tell you that before, say, when anything will consign us, we must go look out for the best. It's not easy to sign. This is one of the biggest transfer. To sign Ediale on this show, it's not easy. The negotiation, passed Messi to Man City on. Thank God, say we're able to pay for his buyout clause and all that. Pedro say, don't just write the tips, so write something like Messi wins and you are just shouting, hello, motivation. Okay. This is not going to kill me, Sha. Ediale, one of the things we need to look into now, subsequently, we need to change the show because necessity is the mother of invention. So we need to change the show now away from just only Saturday. And even if we do Saturday, we also need to make sure, say, we accommodate other days of the week, other match days, because eventually Champions League will come, Europa will come. We need to be able, that's why we dedicate 1 hour to the show. So we need to be able to satisfy people who will spend their time for 1 hour. They listen to us and they take down this thing and satisfy their need, because more longer be 40 seconds, man. No one to dedicate to do a video about us. So we need to satisfy them. We need to make them come all the time, you know, understand what I'm saying? So that they will see their eyes, go figure stew and meet good day, another sakata will join.
The truth is, say, Edafe, if you know me now them go tire.
I want me to tire, I beg. These people, they are very dear to my heart too.
Today, as solid as they think today is just the seed.
Advertisement, the advert.
See, the next edition, the next show, guarantee they will. We are touching everything. I've been doing this a very long time, and I've been winning a lot. I have a lot of things to share. I told them I have a book that I'm telling you that chapter 1 of that book, once I publish it, chapter 1 of that book will change the betting game.
Landscape.
A lot of makers will need to. That's what I'm telling you. When that book, I'm going to start pre-order very soon. Once that book starts pre-ordering, people should quickly get it. And the first people to, because it's not easy for those guys to quickly change everything they need to change for their bet settings. Chapter 1 of that book is only valuable for the next, until those guys can change a lot of things. So we know what we are saying. We have these things. I understand them. I know the habits. I'm a journalist. I'm a filmmaker. I miss with the people too a lot.
Okay, so before you go on, Matthias Jacob, I think from Ikorodu, he said apart from 1x2, I don't know what that one means, apart from 1x2 market, let me pretend like I don't know what that is anyway. Which other aspect of the game that the pointers can focus on to win good money? And then Tunji say, Boss Edafe, I bet this show na daily or na weekend thing. So today na the official day. Let me answer that question. Today na the official day when we start. They say if you go water where you don't know, now one leg you put first to know how deep it is, whether you will withdraw or not, whether Agbakara crocodile did the water to or not. If you jump with 2 leg enter, if you pass there, it is a go. Leg is a go. Life is a go. So with the tester, the reaction of people and the demand. See, show online radio now, supply and demand. One of the things that is constant in this radio is music, but all the shows is supply and demand. We not figure they run electricity, they run everything here, and we do a show where people know they follow. There is no need. This is drive-by radio. This not be regular terrestrial radio. We don't come. Radio don't pass that age. Radio don't pass that age. Nobody will run incur overhead for that. So if na show, we find us in for the 24 hours, so now only 3 show people day into. Now only those 3 shows we will do. The rest will play music. If you don't want to listen to the music, there are obviously alternatives. We cannot be here and brag, say now only what people will listen to. But we should be able to give quality. We should be able to give something where we say, now what people they need. So when they come here, you know, say, they come here. Nobody they go hospital, they go do tourism now. Sure, you know. You they go hospital because you get need. Anything where you go hospital, you get need to solve. So now the kind of radio where we represent with that. We don't want a radio where people are just talking non-stop like that. We are serving a purpose. If this now what our listeners need, we will serve them for that. So if una say una want them every day, why not? Una need to queue up on Twitter and Facebook, make enough noise to force our hand to say, okay, let's get this thing done every day of the week. I know it is hard to adjust Kingsley's schedule and my own. It means, because if I want to do every day, it means I'm not going to travel again. I'm not going to do like the kind of interview I do with Amaju again. But if it is worth it, why not? I'll do it. So Kingsley, you don't give us another style to the matter.
Yeah. To add to what you talk, it depends on them too. We can always we can find it. We thank God for technology, even if because right now too I did push my movie career. So even if I did act, even if I did set, at least the research, the anywhere we are in the world, even when you go to your Kaduna, when you go out of the country or you travel, with technology, I'm sure we can still give it to them.
Yeah, we
but
can.
let's see what they let's see. I not even what I know. It's this what they are getting for free is what they ought to be paying. So and they've said a lot of things today. We are coming into this show with like I said from a doctor's perspective, and so we are starting this way. But I understand people old habits don't die easily like that.
No.
I know people still want what they want, and will give it to them. We'll give them all they want. There are also something I want them to know today. They should write this down somewhere in the book, in their books. The 1x2.
Yeah.
That market of straight win, draw, home to win, straight draw, or away team to win. And are you there?
Yeah, I hear you.
That is the main market. Every other thing, most times, is why a lot of people are broke, gambling or playing betting. 1x2 has won me millions. My strategy, let me quickly give my strategy before I drop my 2 words. I do not play, personally, I do not play more than 5 games on a ticket. Once it don't reach 4, the usual ticket I play 3 games on 1 ticket. Number 2, I understand very well that 1x2, that market is the main market. And in my book, I classified them as the main thing. Every other thing, not distraction. All those other markets, corner kick, goal score, now they help the bookmakers who continue their business because it is confusing and it is at times it doesn't work.
Very, very complicated though.
But at the same time, we've come to understand that once in a while, there are people who are known as the over 2.5 teams. Those I don't tell you, anybody want to see that club where Andre Iniesta, they play for now, Kobe Vissel Kobe, I think it's Vissel Kobe.
Yeah, Vissel Kobe.
Now over 2.5. All those things. But it's not as if in the book, I touched every other thing. I still go into those areas where we talk about one get those other markets, the corner kick, the red cards, the how many corner, the goal scorer. Every of those things we're going to break it down. In our next show, we'll talk about it. The next show, we're going to serve everybody. If you want the long ticket, you're going to get it. If you want the short ticket, you're going to get it. But eventually, at the end of the day, we're always going to have that segment in the show where I will call the Ediale style format for those who just want to be like Ediale Kingsley. Who don't want to, so we'll carry everybody along.
Well, as we done near the end of the show, make I still read some of the messages we say there. Pedro Aristocrat say, I think what people are driving at is 2 odds every day kind of thing, so as to avoid long tickets. People just want to make money. Okay, we would get that one ready for you. Tunji Cost Support, I say, a very good thing, bro. With the right strategy, that's good money. Okay, so let me explain something to you. We might not give you 1 hour every day, but this is what I can assure you. On a daily basis, you would have to follow us and see how it goes, where we would play you a repeated loop of Kingsley Ediale's daily odds. Okay, so the daily odds that can run from 9, 10, it could just be like 5 minutes or 15 minutes of Kingsley Ediale giving you, okay, today's odds on matches that are going on. We'll put it on loop. Once it sends in, it will record wherever he is because he's a very busy person. It will record wherever he is, send it in, and then we'll put it on the loop on maybe on every top of the hour, so you get it as you go. That would also help you, because if you want to keep you guys here and say only weekend, I'm also sure that will not be fair to now. So those daily game we do as well, and then we will do this show as this show. Then I will do them on Saturdays, maybe on Monday, and then on Wednesday, and then on Friday, then Saturday. If Kingsley agree with me on that one, so we'll find a balance to everything, because too much of everything also is bad. I don't want to be in that place where we just do things just for the sake of doing it, but we also need to consider the fact that heavy data people they use. I say, Ediale Kingsley, I salute you. You are a real gem. Okay, Kingsley, we have only 5 minutes now to the top of the hour, so now your time to give the final lap of the race, like Usain Bolt, so that we'll clinch the gold medal.
Okay, sharp. For people who also like to play other kind of games, people who like to play, people who like to play what's it called, other markets. West Ham United versus Newcastle. That match it's going to be at under 3.5, under 3.5, under 3.5. Then Liverpool is going to be over 2.5. Liverpool is going to be over 2.5. I also see Gogo there. Then Fulham versus Arsenal. Fulham versus Arsenal is also over 1.5. Then if you want to really, you can even play Arsenal to win 2-0. Fulham will not score. Arsenal will keep a clean sheet on that particular game. Arsenal is going to keep a
clean sheet on the same sentence.
That's what it did today.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, Fulham don't lose their Fulham they always lose their opening game. In the last 2 Premier League campaigns when they come, they lose.
You're right.
So they get who they look at. And you know, Arsenal, their open day since 2010, they're the winner. Their open day match is 2010, they're the winner. So no, I mean they would seek you did there.
Yeah, I hear you.
So they would want since 2010 they won't get that open day victory rather. So let me not get interested. So I'm sure they are going to win that particular match. From which we don't see their season, from which we don't see the new work when Ateta they do, it's just clear that Arsenal will win that match.
For me, Shai, I will go straight up with Arsenal is going to win that game. Like straight up, like my best bet to bet. I say Arsenal will win that game. If me won't pick that one, I'll just pick up, because there's what I call safe bet, to do on the safe side. Maybe you know go say, I forgot put them this, so now clean sheets, now I can't cause the problem. Last minute, Arsenal can't concede one goal. Oh, my ticket don't spoil. I think that Arsenal right now, one of the things going for Arsenal is the team is happy. The players are happy. They see, for once, they see a management that is making effort, that is making sure that they bring in players. And as a footballer, from my experience as a footballer, that alone, they always make players giving that extra. And then Ateta, one way or the other, also don't find a way to make the defense a lot more solid than they used to be. That's a 3-man center defense when they play. You don't know how to use them. And then the rest of the squad who don't know how to play for what do they call them now? Aubameyang and some other players who also they come to the party. So with all that put together, it would be easy for them to work their way. I mean, a team that beats Man City, beats Liverpool, beats Chelsea, and then beats Liverpool again in the Community Shield. That's something you should take a bit serious. Say these people feel deliver on that. So on that, I'll bet on Arsenal to win. If I carry them for my ticket, I'll carry Arsenal to win. Well, my people out there.
We'll give them the remaining 2 odds. So I'll promise them now.
Okay. Finally give them, because time is up for us.
We'll not give them 2 before. We'll give them Z9X.
Okay.
CZ Arrow 9.
Arrow 9, like Ronaldo 9.
Yes, Ronaldo 9. CZ Arrow 9. Then the next one, Z9X CP 8-ish.
Okay. H as in hazard.
Yes. So that's about 5 2-odds tickets, short 2-odds tickets they can take to the bank.
All right. Thank you very much, Kingsley Ediale, for breaking away from your busy schedule, being on the show. I like your shirt, your vintage shirt, and your Aboki cap. Reminds me of Nedu, Malam Musa. Thank you very much. And I hope that when the show comes up again, you'll be here for us. We appreciate. And to everybody who will say listen on the first day, it's not that easy today. Do a first show like this and get this large number of following. Thank you very much for all of now. Well, the next show now, we go put out the phone lines and I'll get a chance to also call in and get involved. Me and this babe will be say carry fire for head. Why you carry fire for your head? She did here with me to get involved in another conversation. No, not be precious. Now, our lovely Adasa, abundance.
Okay.
Our second name is supposed to be abundance. Our other name is supposed to be abundance.
There's a video I saw. You guys, I think one of those your videos.
That's bye bye. Kingsley, bye bye. Kingsley, bye bye. Kingsley, bye bye. Kingsley, bye bye.
That's